Yo, what up? How we doing? How we doing today? Another beautiful day. Hope y'all doing well. Hope y'all had fun with the Super Bowl. Congratulations to Bad Bunny. It was a fantastic show. Great. I had to get my my Spanish dictionary out to figure out what was going on, but you know, it was fantastic. It was a great show, well produced, well performed, well executed. It was great. But we about to get into some music. But first, I want to go over a couple things that's happening in the area. Y'all know. So first off, we're gonna go over the deadline looming for the unsealment in the Fulton County raid. Also, a small plane hits multiple cars in Gainesville on an emergency landing. Wow. We also have the Falcons star linebacker arrested in Miami. And then we're going to be going over a couple things that happened during day 13 of the House and the Senate. What is the state politics looking like, man? Cause these folks, they be getting on my nerves, bro. They don't do nothing, bro. Talk a lot. All right, let's see. Let's start with this. Deadline looms later Tuesday for unsealing of search warrant affidavit in Fulton County election hub raid. An already unsealed motion filed by Fulton arguing for the return of election records seized by
a plane
FBI.
makes an emergency landing in the middle of a Hall County road. Take a look. We're about to show you.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Yep. We're going to be talking about that in just a second. Wait your turn. I actually just paused this whole thing. All right, back to it. The deadline will arrive Tuesday for the unsealing of the search warrant affidavit used in the January FBI raid at Fulton County's election hub building, during which hundreds of boxes of 2020 election records were seized. An order unsealing the warrant was filed on Saturday by a federal judge, and the government was given until the close of business day, Tuesday, February 10th, to make any necessary redactions. It's unclear if the warrant might be unsealed sooner. The warrant will reveal in detail the basis of the government's obtaining of the warrant and how it believes the election record could contain evidence of crimes. An already unsealed motion filed by Fulton arguing for the return of election records seized by FBI reveals some of what may be outlined in the warrant. The county's motion and an attached exhibit describing what the FBI would seize state the government cited potential violations of Title 52 of the U.S. Code 20701 and 20511 in obtaining the warrant. Section 20701 is a record retention statute, and Section 20511 is the criminal penalties provision for voter intimidation and voter fraud, the filing states. On Saturday, Judge J.P. Booley ordered the filings in this case unsealed, citing both the importance of the public's access to judicial proceedings, and the fact that neither party involved opposes unsealing the case files. The county argues the records should be returned because Section 0701 or 20701 requires retention of records for 22 months, and Section 20511 is subject to a 5-year statute of limitations, both of which have passed. Thus, there is no basis for prosecutions under these statutes for claims related to 2020 election fraud or election records. Fulton County's motion argues. Also Tuesday, a new federal prosecutor, Thomas C. Albus, out of the Eastern District of Missouri, took over the case for the government. Interesting. All right, so we got a new federal prosecutor. Okay. We're gonna be checking you out, Albus. So that's what's going on there. The state looks like it's trying to fight back, which is good. So it's great because they really need to leave that information alone. But that's just, I mean, it's already been hacked 5-6 different ways to Sunday. Let the past be past, let bygones be bygones. Like, good gracious. All right, small plane hits multiple cars in Gainesville in emergency landing on roadway, police say. Minor injuries have been reported in a small plane's emergency landing on Browns Bridge Road in Gainesville, the police department says. The Gainesville Police Department said on Facebook that the single-engine plane landed on Browns Bridge Road at Pearl Nix Parkway, crashing into multiple vehicles. NBC News reports the emergency landing was made just after noon due to reported engine issues. Ooh, that's wild. That's wild. The roadway is closed in the area and extended traffic delays are expected, the department says. The aircraft's FAA records show it's a 2010 Beechcraft Hawker G36 registered in Lexington, Kentucky to Airmark Inc. Its flight record Monday indicates it was returning to Gainesville from Blunttville, Tennessee after traveling to Knoxville and then there earlier this morning. Wow, that's crazy. We hope everybody's doing well with that. Everybody's okay. They didn't say anything about any deaths. They said minor injuries. So that's, I didn't see anything about any deaths. All right. Moving on. Minor injuries have been reported. There we go. I was like, where is that? That's an awkward place for that to be. All right. Then we got this story. Falcons star linebacker arrested in Miami after domestic violence incident. Records show James Pierce Jr. was taken into custody and is facing multiple charges related to a domestic violence incident and fleeing police. Falcons star linebacker James Pierce Jr. was arrested in South Florida on Saturday evening, according to jail records. Records show Pierce Jr. was taken into custody and is facing multiple charges related to a domestic violence incident and fleeing police. According to the records from the Miami-Dade County Corrections Rehabilitation, the charges include 2 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, aggravated stalking, fleeing and eluding police, aggravated battery on a law enforcement officer, resisting an officer without violence to his person. Without violence. The Atlanta Falcons released a statement regarding Pierce's arrest. We are aware of an incident involving James Pierce Jr. in Miami. We are in the process of gathering more information and will not have any further comment on an open legal matter at this time. So I guess that's all we getting for that. But ooh, that boy got several accounts. So that's interesting. Yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Keep following that. And then we got this. Lawmakers, Day 13. House passes budget, intros, Literacy Act, and Senate okays election ethics, unclaimed property. Okay. On Thursday at Capitol Hill, or at the Capitol, the House and Senate received a visit from Braves player and Hall of Famer Andrew Jones. Very cool. It was also Latino Day, where lawmakers celebrated contributions the Latino community has made to Georgia, and dental hygienists visited the Gold Dome for Dental Hygiene Appreciation Day. All right, very, very cool. All right, let's get down to the bills, Mike. Actually, that's what they're about to get into. The amended fiscal year 2026 budget is set by a revised revenue estimated of $42.3 billion. In addition to the revenue growth, the governor's revenue estimated for the amended year of 2026 budget includes $3.3 billion in undesignated surplus funds for a total revenue adjustment of $4.5 billion, or an 11.9% increase over the original fiscal year 26 budget. Some of Georgia's multi-billion-dollar surplus will be given back to certain taxpayers this year, but instead of the one-time tax rebate the governor proposed this year, the House will instead put that money toward a property tax credit. Property tax relief for Georgia's homeowners, funding $850 billion or million with an M, for the homeowner tax relief grant program. Oh yeah, we talked about that. This grant will reduce next year's tax bill for homeowners, and we will continue to work to eliminate property taxes on your home. So they're basically saying, we're not getting rid of it yet, but we're working towards that. And here's some crumbs while we work on that. Basically, here's a little bit of relief while we work on that. I see. This budget continues to meet our obligations in K through 12 and higher education, fully funding our formulas and projections for QBE, charter systems, promise and needs, special needs scholarships, AP exams, dual enrollment, and completion schools and Hope Scholarship and grants. It would also boost money for prison expansions, infrastructure improvements, and additional state employees. Running a growing state is not cheap, and this budget spends over $300 million in workload adjustments, including K through 12, Medicaid, corrections, health contracts, and DHS out of home care. Hatchett said these additions are largely associated with our growing population. The supplemental budget passed nearly unanimously and now goes to the Senate for approval. The Senate voted on 3 bills with near consensus. Senate Bill 239 would allow funeral directors to license in Georgia without being licensed embalmers. Right now, every state that touches Georgia has split license. This is this way in 26 states, because in Georgia, in order to be a funeral director, you have to be an embalmer. This is kind of outdated. It passed unanimously. SB 403 would help people who have unclaimed property held by the State Department of Revenue reclaim those assets in a more streamlined and efficient manner. The goal of this bill is to return more money to Georgians fast and fewer forms, less costs, and fewer administrative barriers. It too passed unanimously. House Bill 414 would hold persons and entities from outside of the state to the same legal and ethical state election standards that Georgia politicians must follow. Interesting. They ultimately agreed with the bill. I don't know if it passed. Who also shares his support for the legislation. The bill passed 50-1. Oh, so it did pass. After Chambers, announced his early literacy act. Our Georgia should not be trailing Alabama and Mississippi in any category, he said, but they're far outpacing us when it comes to literacy, and I congratulate them on their success. But that also means we have a lot of work to do. The bipartisan bill would provide funding for literacy coaches in Georgia's public elementary schools in an effort to boost reading levels in the state. On Friday, lawmakers are back for day 14 of the session with an expected full rotunda as parent-teacher associations come to the Capitol for PTA Day and presentation of colors from the Duluth High School Junior ROTC. Interesting. So they trying to get some work done in there, man. They trying, man. They working on it. But we'll see. Still don't trust them. Can't trust them. But we'll see. I feel like they're doing more than the federal House and Senate are doing right now. So I guess that's a good thing. One for the state Congress. All right, so we're gonna move on to the musical portion of this broadcast. Hope y'all ready to get to it, and I hope y'all are doing well today. I don't know what we're gonna make today. We just gonna probably lay back and chill, wing it. Yeah. Turn this rain down a little bit. I feel like I am muffled in my mic too, but it is what it is. It's what you get. Let's go back to the beginning, bro. I don't know. a long pattern. Good. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this in the mixer. Something like that, bro. Something like that. And I'm gonna spread these out. All of these ain't gonna be on top of each other. All of these won't be on top of each other, you know? First off, we're gonna route all my drums to one channel. To one channel. Then we're gonna make these guys, we're gonna create an automation clip. We're gonna bring in the drums slowly, you know? Also, we are going to put a nice little compressor on these keys. We're going to turn it down quite a bit because we don't want it to be, it's already harsh. I'm also going to probably put an EQ on it and take out some of the highs because it's just overpowering the high end right now. We're going to create another automation clip here. I'm bringing the keys in just like that. But what we're going to do here is start it from a reasonable point so that we're not starting with nothing. Yeah, something like that. My guitar and my keys are not my guitar and my strings aren't in the mixer, so I would definitely want those to be there. And then I probably would definitely try to bring out that guitar a little more if I can. guitar sounds real quick. It needs to be put somewhere. Right now it's kind of just like there. And yeah, I would have to work on that. Yeah. But yeah, y'all, essentially that's all I got for you. I would definitely also compress these strings, because these strings need to be brought out a little bit and they need to be articulated a little better. Yep, I would definitely do that. And I would probably bring in the strings kind of slowly too over time. But essentially that's all I got for y'all right now. As always, love y'all. Y'all be safe. Y'all take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.